Hey, Pepin.
Yo, yo.
Boo!
What was that?
That was an explosion.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, I got a philosophical quandary for you, and I want to ask it.
Is it going to be like an explosion?
It's going to be about bombs.
Bombs?
Bombs and blowing up your family.
Okay. Yeah. We need to talk.
Welcome back. So glad you guys could join me. I am here once again with Nathan, the man, Pepin. That's your legal middle name, right?
I am still just a little confused by the intro there.
Did your parents pronounce it Themin?
I mean, they pronounced it in a way where, what the fuck was up with that intro?
Themin Pepin? That's a weird name for them to give you, but anyway. And we do have B back with us today.
Hello.
Hi, B.
Hi.
All right. So blowing up your family. I have a philosophical question that I want to pose to you guys, and I'd love to know what you think. The question that I want to start with is a very, very simple one. Mm-hmm. And it's, would you put a bomb on your door if a killer was going to come through the door? The bomb won't kill you. It'll only kill whoever comes through the door.
Is this the only method of getting rid of the killer? Or is there not like another method you could do?
This is it.
So just a bomb on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it won't kill me. So it's like a.
It will kill whoever comes through the door with 100% certainty. There's no other way to defend yourself, and a killer is coming through the door. Would you put a bomb on the door?
So maybe this is like a very, very long, cement hallway that has a one end. At the end, there's a door on the other end, and they're gonna get to you.
For sure.
Okay, and you have to put a door on the bomb or a bomb on the door.
One of those two,
okay.
Either one.
Physics. Yeah. And would I put? Yeah, sure.
B?
I definitely would. Yep.
Okay. Now, let's say that somebody's coming through that door, and there's a 50% chance that it's a killer, and there's a 50% chance that it's somebody you love. Do you put the bomb on the door?
Okay, and there's not a chance that the person coming, if it's one, it's either one or the other. It's not going to be, both, maybe. Maybe
It's one or the other.
Okay.
50-50 shot.
So do I put and the killer is definitely going to kill me?
100% certainty.
Okay, so it's pretty much, I'm going to die, or I'm going to kill my loved one? Is that right?
I mean, not really, but okay.
So there's the question about whether I put the bomb on there.
Correct.
And if I put the bomb on there as the killer blows up, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
If I put the bomb on there and let's say it's my loved one,
mm-hmm.
and she blows up, that's bad.
Correct.
Now let's say I don't put the bomb in there as the killer, I die.
Correct.
Now if I don't put the bomb in there as my loved one, that's good.
Correct.
So there's 4 different scenarios, and so which one would I do? I mean, I would probably put the bomb on.
Take your chances.
I mean, I kind of, if there's a 50% chance, there's a good chance that I'm going to die. I'm not sure if that's actually true. I'm going to have to chart that out. But there's a good chance I'm going to die. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'd probably put the bomb on. Let's say it's a 50% chance to make it easy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, value my life over that of the loved one. It depends on context, of course, if I'm father and stuff. But I'm not a father, so my life over others.
Brienne?
I would not put the bomb on the door. I would take my chances as to whatever is going to come through that door, and yeah, that's my...
At what point does that turn for you?
It does not. If there's ever a question of a loved one or anything of that sort getting hurt or killed or harmed in some way, I'd much rather it be me than having to deal with it being them.
Even at a 1% chance that it's a loved one. 99% chance, 99.9% chance that it's a killer.
Yep. Even it doesn't matter the smallest increment you could come up with that it's them. It doesn't matter to me. In my mind, I'm comfortable with my decision of putting myself at risk versus them.
Where does it, if it does, turn for you, Nate?
So the chances of it being a murderer coming through, if it's a 50% chance, so if there is a 5% chance of it being a murderer, I mean, I'd probably save the loved one.
Okay, so if there's a 95% chance that it's a loved one coming through, that's where you'll decide not to put the bomb on.
Right.
Okay. So if there's a 10% chance that it's a killer, 90% chance that it's a loved one, you're still going to put the bomb on the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you guys are as close to opposites as you can get in this scenario.
I mean, maybe I'm a little bit narcissistic in this. Maybe this is a little like stupidly philosophical, but you know, it's like, what am I without my consciousness? You know, if I'm dead, I might be saving someone else, but I'm not saving myself anything. You know, I'm not existing anymore. It doesn't further me at all. I mean, that's extremely narcissistic, extremely kind of like selfish. But then again, you know, this is my only life. It's not like I'm gonna enjoy anything after. It's kind of like one of those kind of nihilistic things of like, you know, what does anything matter in the long run? We're all gonna die. The sun's gonna explode. Or it's just gonna slowly die, and the universe is gonna end eventually, or it's just gonna go through a heat death or some kind of thing like that. So, you know, might as well enjoy this little piece.
So your argument is nothing really matters as long as I'm alive.
Pretty much.
Fair enough. That is a
It's as real as it gets.
yeah. So could I make the argument that you're not picturing somebody that you feel strongly enough about to make the decision harder?
I don't know. I can't put anybody in that picture. I mean, again, it was like circumstances. So
For sure.
Also, I assume biology would kick in. So let's say I was a father with, say, 3 kids and a wife, and you know, the biology in me would probably say, no, you gotta save them, you gotta do this. Like, it would just kind of take over like my brain currently. But I can't exactly put myself in that situation, not being a father, not having kids.
So you don't have anybody depending on you, so you might as well save yourself? That seems like backwards logic.
I don't know if that's necessarily true, though, because about the biology thing, because you could pose the question for me if it was someone innocent. It doesn't have to be a loved one. It could be someone innocent, a cat, a mouse, the boy down the street.
Wait, hold on. A mouse?
I'm just saying.
No, you're just saying a mouse. Please tell me if you really mean a mouse.
I do.
No, you
living
don't.
creature.
No, you do not mean a mouse.
All right. Okay. Interview. Let me get to this point here.
No mouse.
What would a mouse be innocent
Is
of?
it Mickey Mouse?
Holy cow! It's Mighty Mouse. Just so you know.
Well, let him get the bomb. He'll save the day.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. Go on.
He didn't think that cheese.
She's
innocent.
Well, no. But what I was getting at is any living creature, innocent, that has no intent of harm or any vile thought against me coming through there. You could have posed that question that way and still say you have the choice of putting the bomb on or not. And I would still say, well, no, because now there's an innocent being or creature, and I'm still not going to put them in harm's path if that's an option or a chance. That's not even a question in my mind.
But are you not innocent in yourself? So you're putting somebody in harm's way?
But I have a really bizarre...
In my mind, from your perspective, you yourself are innocent, as are the small potential that it's somebody else, but there is somebody not innocent involved.
Which would be that killer, because I know, right?
So if you're thinking about innocence, if there's a 51% chance that it's a killer and a 49% chance it's somebody innocent, then there's a 51% chance that because you're innocent, like if the killer comes through, you die.
Right.
So that's somebody dying, somebody innocent dying. So really the smart choice to protect the innocents would be to take out the killer.
Right, but it's my choice. That creature doesn't have a choice about that bomb being put on there. I'm in control.
And realistically, you don't either because you need to make a decision, A or B.
Well, I'm in control either way in my head. And so for me, knowing that there's a chance of that creature on the other side that has no intent of harm on me, I'm in control of being able to put the bomb on the door and end them if it is them. So in my mindset, that's what makes me, without a question, decide, okay, I'm not going to arm that door because I'm in control, they're not, and that's my decision. And I'm not going to let some possible poor decision of my own, reckless or not, doesn't matter, we can argue whatever, affect them or end them. You know what I mean? I have a really bizarre way of thinking.
So, Nate, what if it's not a loved one but a stranger?
Well, it goes to like 99%.
Oh.
Ouch.
Okay. So 1% chance that it's a killer. 99% chance it's
Actually, I changed
somebody
that.
innocent.
99.99.
Why not just 100?
Okay, let's go 100.
All right, there we go. Now we got the exact opposites on this field.
Oh,
okay,
boy.
provided that there's 100% security in my knowledge that this is going to happen this way.
You mean A or B is going to happen?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not just in my head. I'm not paranoid.
No.
Yeah.
We have to assume that within the confines of this thought experiment, everything is absolute.
Yeah.
I just love how you're both like literal opposites.
I don't know.
Brienne's like, I'd protect a mouse, and Nate's like, fuck them, even if it's my family. 95%.
I've always had that mindset, though. I don't know. I think really weird, I guess.
Now, are you vegetarian?
No, but I do.
If it's going in my belly, I don't care how innocent they are. Slap them on a bun.
Ouch.
Slap them on a bun.
No, but
Because what does it matter if you kill, like, say, a cow, like, consciously with, say, a bomb, right, to save yourself, or, you kill a cow with your dollars and eat it.
To save yourself.
To save yourself from dying of
I
hunger.
don't eat a lot of meat, though. I don't.
but the question's still there. You don't kill a lot of cows with bombs either. But
Right.
This would be the one.
Are you calling her a hypocrite?
I'm saying that morally, are these necessarily juxtaposed?
Oh.
Well, let me put it this way: if that was an issue, if that was a concern or a problem, then I would just go vegetarian. If that's a huge issue, I'm a very strong person on feeling things out. I'm a feeler, being very emotional and whatnot. And so if it's something that's directly within my person, my area, myself, and it's directly impacted by me in some way, and I can sense it, I can feel it, whatever, witness it, doesn't matter, and if that's the case, I'm going to purchase this cow to be butchered so I can eat it, then no thank you, I won't do that. But if the meat's already there, I'm at the market, and I have a craving for a burger, I'll buy the meat.
Yeah, well, I think it's the perception of responsibility which interplays with it, and like you're saying, the emotional feeling that kind of connects to that. Like
I wasn't in control of that cow's fate by the butcher at that point. I know my money might be at that point, but it's after the fact for me for that meat. Does that make more sense? So there's not as much emotional attachment, but I do see your point as saying, yes, my money does drive that because it pays for the next cow to be slaughtered. Yeah. Maybe not that cow that I just bought, but the next one, certainly.
Yeah, well, it's like the logic I'm applying to it. It's like a knife, and there's a lot of ambiguity there. So it's not like a cut and dry issue, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But I know I know some vegetarians, and they kind of make it a cut and dry issue. And I think at its core, it kind of is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I feel them. I understand them, but I think I don't know. Because meat eaters could have a really good argument about them killing plants and this and that. So it's just, what's the topic?
Cut and dry is my favorite way to prepare beef.
Oh, God.
It's actually kind of funny, this question, because when I was dating my first girlfriend, she would say things to me all the time like, I would take a bullet for you. I would die for you. And I always thought when she said that, like, I wouldn't die for you.
Damn, that's cold.
I never said it to her because, I knew better, but...
Wow, you are a smart man.
Ooh.
But I was just kind of, like, couldn't really relate. It's like, why? We've only been dating, like, a year. Come on, get over yourself.
Ooh.
Wow, there's no resentment there.
Well, no, it's kind of dumb, wasn't it?
Not the sentiment isn't.
I mean, like maybe if we had like 5 children and she said that, it'd be like, okay, I get it.
So your ability to have an emotional attachment to somebody is much, much greater than hers. Like you are the other way around, but
less.
What I mean is like it takes way longer for you to have that emotional attachment to somebody and way more ties than for her. Where for her, maybe that's just what she wanted to have that so bad that she was willing to extend that to you at that point.
I guess.
Now, obviously, whether it's true or not is all hypothetical until it comes down to the moment where it's actually necessary. Otherwise, it's just a thought, being like, yeah, I'd die for you. But then if that situation actually came up where they're like, oh, their heart's failing and they need a new heart, like, would you actually die for them? Yeah. Under what circumstances would you or wouldn't you? If it's a bullet, if it's a train, if it's a bullet on a train.
Well, also to separate a question out here, like a little detail, I would take a hit for somebody, but I wouldn't die. So
Take a hit off that wicked bong.
Yes. Like let's say someone was gonna punch her, like I would get in the way of that punch. Let's say, all right, let's say it's the one who I'm more connected to, and they're about to get their legs chopped off with a train or something, and I push them out of the way, but I get my legs chopped off. That's different than dying for me, because dying is not existing. But getting your legs chopped off, you still exist. It might be terrible, not being able to walk and kick people, but,
Can you ever imagine yourself... You posed the theory of, like, if I had 5 kids with you, then maybe... So what is that what it would take, having like a complete like extended family with somebody before you would get to that point?
I mean, I would imagine, well, because it's like you get really invested into your kids, I imagine, putting myself, like just imagining that kind of circumstance. I'd be invested into my kids, invested into my wife, and it's like, we're involved for that kind of stuff. So from that point of view, I think I would be definitely more likely to, save them as opposed to myself. Mm. But it's hard to put myself into that shoes without just kind of throwing guesswork into there.
Interesting. You're an enigma, sir.
I don't know why.
Unique enigma. Because your logic extends well past like normal people's level of like, okay, well, logically, yes, that makes sense, but there's like another aspect to it that seems to miss you in some ways. I think I just offended him.
I don't know what's going on right now.
I don't know. I like Pepin's point of view. I sometimes wish that I could for a day change just how I think, and like to that point of view, because I think it would open up so much more different viewpoints, and then my answers wouldn't only just change, but I would think of things that I had never thought of before, because like when you were asking the question and right even before you got to the end, I already knew my answer. It's like, okay. But like being able to think the way Pepin did, he like actually thought it out and you knew my answer like right off the bat. But You didn't.
I pretty much knew both of your answers before I asked the question.
Well, you're friends with
What?
it. But
Really?
I meant as a listener, like, or someone who doesn't really know myself, I would not have guessed it, especially to that level for Pepin. And that's like really, like, I envy that about you, Pepin, because that's really cool to be able to do that and not just be driven by emotion or one little thing just driving it. There's actual thought behind your decision.
I don't know what to say or how to feel right now. This is a little too much focus on me right now.
Man, that is a sexy lamp.
I wish I had the candle going right
I was
now because
just
that would
gonna
just make
ask.
it ran out of wax.
You have so many lamps in here.
Really?
He's got 3?
I mean, I guess.
Wait, where's the third one?
3 heads?
That one?
Oh, I didn't even see.
There's candles.
And we're also
There's a lighter.
kind of bright in here as well.
That was enlightening. All right, we need to stop talking.
You need to stop talking.
We need to not talk.
Wow.
Good game, guys.
If you have a question for us, get at us. We're at facebook.com/WeNeedToTalkShow.
Are you more like Pepin or more like Brienne? Let us know on Facebook. Facebook.com/We Need to Talk Show.
If you want to be more like Steven, donate to us on Patreon.
That's what I do. I'm our only donor. I donate 0. Dude, gosh.
And anyway,
My kidney.